In this video, we're going to talk about automating your stream within LIGR. So that will basically, you can start the input that you're receiving from your encoding software into LIGR and then publish to your destination, whether that be YouTube or a custom RTMP server, and that it was all done automatically. There is a link in the top right corner now about how to get started with streaming if you're unfamiliar with that, but I'll try and step through it in this video as well. So the first thing we need to do is create a match. So in the top right of your Matches tab, so Matches tab on the left hand side, and the top right, hit the Create Match button. Select the comp and fill all the relevant information in. So what we'll do is we will put that this match is going to start at, let's go for 12:15. So, the first thing to make everyone aware of that is you have to start an automation has to start at least 15 minutes before the match is due to kick off. So that gives time for the preview to build. But I'll explain that on the next page. So the venue, fill that in. The stream type, that's covered across in the other video, the getting started with streaming, but it's graphics and stream. Fill all the relevant information in. I've been playing a sevens tournament, so I'll just change that back to 13, and then stat coverage correct, players are all good. So when we're happy, come across, and this is where we set our stream settings. Again, that is covered in the other video. Now you can see here that we have an automation section that is by default off. So what we want to do is we want to toggle that to on, and you can see here that we pre-match. We want to start the match input X amount of minutes before the match. So that has to be a minimum of 15 minutes. So what I did is I set our match for 12:15, so that will due to get started in about 7 minutes time from now. So that's fine, and then push to the destination. I'll go 12 minutes before the match. In fact, I'll go 15 here, and then I'll make this 5. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine. So start the match input 15 minutes before the match, and then it will push to the destination, which is 5 minutes before the start of the match. So I am going to be receiving my input from vMix on my machine here, and I'm going to be pushing to our YouTube channel. And then the post-match, what I want to do is stop the stream, stop it going everywhere 5 minutes after the match has been completed in the live score app. So that's it. So we've got automation is on. The match input, I'm going to be receiving a feed from my encoding software or my encoder, whether that be a live view or something like that, 15 minutes before the match, so midday here in London. And then I'm going to push to a destination. So I'm going to push to YouTube at 12:10 BST here in London again. And it's going to stop 5 minutes after the match. So when I'm happy there, hit Create Match. So that's good. So that's built into my Matches tab, and I can see here that it's a streamer type credit, but the status is the streamer's not started. So the next thing to do is go to the Preview and Go Live page. So click on the 3 ellipses, hit the button that says Preview and Go Live, and we can see here that we are over on. I'm just going to minimize these. So these are the live stream input. This is what you copy into your encoding software, but that is covered off in the other video. And this is where we're going to our stream YouTube test account. So you can see that I have auto graphics on. So that's going to be when events are triggered in the live score app, they're going to populate on the feed, and then auto stream, so that can be toggled on and off. And you can see here that the input start is in about 5 minutes 50, and then we're going to push to our destination in 15:50. And then this shutdown is obviously to be determined because the match hasn't finished, and obviously it hasn't been finished within the live score app. So what I will do is I will come back in a couple of minutes when the input, when the preview has been generated, and we can start pushing our footage to the preview in LIGR in a couple of minutes. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so now that we can see that the stream is starting, once this process on the time bar there is finished, the preview will be generated, and we'll be able to start pushing our footage from our encoding software into LIGR as an input. And then once we're happy that we're seeing graphics and what have you, we can then sit back and wait until the destination push happens in around 12 and a bit minutes time. That may start a little bit early, but yeah, you can see we've got the input start in a couple of minutes, but the bar is scrolling across the bottom, and I can see over here that on YouTube at the moment it's waiting to receive the feed, and the stream monitor is just generating here. There we go. So we can see now that we have the green preview icon up in the top left corner, which means that we can start pushing our footage across to LIGR. So I'll go to vMix, which is here. This is my my footage. Obviously, I've got the correct stream information, the URL and the key, and I can hit start there. So when that goes red, I'm sending out a stream. I'll start the footage. Off that goes. Go back to the preview window, and after a few short minutes, we'll see the graphics overlay appear over the top of the footage itself. So there you go. So now we can see that we have the LIGR overlay over the top of the pictures. Obviously this is a full screen one, and just to check that we're getting the correct pictures behind the overlay, we can just toggle off this one here. So that will take the graphic off, and you can see that that, albeit a little bit delayed, is what I'm playing out of my vMix machine. So I'll put the auto graphics back on. And now that graphic will come back on. And then, as I say, in a few minutes' time, as well, you can see over on the right-hand side here, you can see that we've got a nice green tick saying that we're receiving the input from our encoding software. That's good. And then in in 10 and a half minutes' time, we will start streaming to YouTube, and then that is all being done automatically, and I haven't done anything. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I will open up the LiveScore app for this so that I am in good position. I'll put that onto another monitor over here, and I will come back to you shortly. So we can see here now that with just under 2 minutes to go, that our live stream has been pushed to YouTube. So you can see that we've got the green tick over here. We've got that we're live here. That if I click on our YouTube channel, we can see that the connection is coming through from what I'm sending out from LIGR. So that's excellent. We can see we've been live for 18 seconds. That's really good. And that's good. So now what I'll do, I'll wait for this to get done. Well, no, I can just keep scoring. I'll start scoring now. But the destination, it's actually pushed in. It's pushed in less than the time that was allocated. So the connection's been made before that. So that's excellent. So now what I can do, we have plenty of time now before the match is due to be starting at 12:15 here in the UK, and I can. So you guys aren't waiting around. I'll skip on the LiveScore app over here, and then these graphics should disappear. And if I now put that this first half is starting, we can see the footage is coming through, and I have the scoreboard ticking away. So if I go over to YouTube, you can see that if I go full screen, that is what's happening there. So that's good. So now what I'll do is I'll go back over to the stream monitor. I'll hit that there's been a try, and who scored it, and we'll see a graphic appear. This is just so that when I end the game in a minute, that there is a score in there, so we don't have to go to extra time. And then this will disappear. So I'll put this at the end of the first half when that disappears off. So that's good. That's the match ticking through. So we're going to get some stats appear in a second on the feed. There we go, there's those. And then I'll put that the second half is about to start on the LiveScore app on my other monitor. So the second half is underway, and what I'll do is I'm going to end the match in the LiveScore app, so that then this is just obviously so we don't have to watch it, so it's just a representation. So now we're going to see that the score, the stats for the second half, and then we'll probably see some total match statistics, and then we'll see a full frame saying thank you very much for watching. And from the time that I have clicked end match, do you remember we set the automation to finish 5 minutes after the match was ended? So the 5 minutes started when the match was ended in the LiveScore app. So this will now go to another graphic. Which is the total match stats. So the page before was just the stats for the second half, but that's the totals. So when that's done, we'll see a full frame background with the thank you for watching slate. So just remember that if you want your stream to end a particular time. It comes from when the match is ended within the LIGR app. So all the while I'm talking to you here, the clock is ticking, if you like, from 5 minutes from the end of the game. So obviously this footage is still going on because it's just I'm just using it as a demo. So we see the lower third of the actual match summary. And then the next graphic we see is the thank you for watching slate. Now this will stay up until the stream is ended on the automation of 5 minutes. So when this is finished, you'll see that the screen here, the preview screen, will go to black and it'll say that the stream is stopped, and then that everything is finished, going where it being pushed to the destination basically. So you can see here that we can't stop the stream here because it's on auto stream. You can obviously stop it if you want to. You can just toggle this off and hit stop stream, but the automation, the purpose of this video is just to show streaming being automated. So I will come back in a few minutes when 5 minutes has elapsed, and we'll just see that the stream is finished. So you can see now that the stream is, as it says, is stopping that, and that's based on the automation being set to 5 minutes after the match was finished in the LIGR app. So you can see that the stream is stopped, and it's not going anywhere. The input can be stopped within vMix that I'm sending here, and it's not being sent to the stream destination, which was our YouTube account. So I can just go in here and end that stream because nothing is being sent to it. And that is how you automate streaming within LIGR. If you have any questions, please do email us at support@ligr.live, or just get on our help center, and there's a chat function in the bottom right hand corner. But thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you found it helpful. Cheers now.